one President Trump announced last week with Vietnam came as a surprise to the negotiators in Vietnam because the numbers in the deal reportedly were not the ones that they agreed to. What we did get was the president releasing 24 letters to trading partners declaring new tariff rates now that are going to start on August 1st, including a 35% tariff on our closest neighbor and ally, Canada. So now,
tonight, as millions of Americans gather around their televisions, a sense of unease hangs in the air. The headlines are impossible to ignore, and the nation is bracing for what could be a significant turning point in the global economy. President Trump has announced sweeping new tariffs, ranging from 15% to 20% on most trading partners, with even steeper rates for countries like Brazil and Canada. The administration says these tariffs are designed to level the playing field and protect American jobs, but the move has sent shockwaves through financial markets and diplomatic circles alike. These tariffs, set to take effect August 1st, mark one of the most aggressive trade moves in recent history. Investors are scrambling to assess the potential fallout, while economists warn of possible disruptions to global supply chains and rising prices for everyday goods. The European Union and over 20 other nations are bracing for retaliation, signaling a global economic standoff. Behind closed doors, world leaders are urgently discussing countermeasures, and the threat of a full-scale trade war looms larger than ever. The administration claims these measures will protect American industries, but families now face deep uncertainty about rising costs. From the grocery store to the factory floor, Americans are left wondering how these changes will affect their daily lives, their jobs, and their future financial security. The next few weeks will reveal whether this is a bold negotiation tactic or a risky economic gamble. As the world watches and waits, the stakes could not be higher, for businesses, for families, and for the future of the global economy. So, what exactly is a tariff? You might have heard the term on the news or seen it mentioned in headlines about international trade disputes, but what does it really mean for your daily life? Tariffs are a key part of how countries do business with each other, and they can have a surprising impact on your wallet, even if you never travel abroad or buy foreign products directly. Simply put, a tariff is a tax that governments place on goods coming into the country from abroad. Think of it like a toll that must be paid at the border before products can enter. This tax is usually paid by the companies that import these goods, but the effects ripple out much further. When tariffs go up, the cost of bringing in foreign products rises too. Importers and businesses often have to pay more, and to stay profitable, they usually pass those extra costs along to you, the consumer. That means you might notice higher prices at the store, even on everyday items you rely on. It's not just luxury items or specialty products that are affected. Tariffs can touch everything from electronics and clothing to groceries and household essentials. Even if you're not buying imported goods directly, many products use foreign parts or ingredients, so the price increases can sneak into your shopping cart in unexpected ways. For example, let's say there's a 50% tariff on Brazilian coffee beans. Importers now have to pay much more to bring those beans into the country. As a result, your favorite cafe or grocery store might raise the price of your morning cup of coffee, making your daily routine just a bit more expensive. The main idea behind tariffs is to protect American jobs and industries by making imported goods less competitive compared to those made in the US. While this can help some businesses and workers, it also means that prices on everyday items can go up for everyone. The result? Tariffs act as a hidden tax that quietly chips away at your budget. You might not see a separate line for tariffs on your receipt, but you'll feel it when you pay more for groceries, clothes, or electronics. Over time, these small increases can add up, making it harder to stretch your paycheck. That's why decisions made in Washington about tariffs and trade policy can have a direct and immediate impact on your family's bottom line. Whether you realize it or not, tariffs are part of the invisible forces shaping the prices you pay every day. These tariffs will hit home, literally. While tariffs might sound like a distant policy issue, their impact is felt right at your kitchen table, in your living room, and every time you shop. For millions of American families, the cost of everyday life is about to climb. And it's not just a few luxury items that are affected. The ripple effects of tariffs reach deep into the heart of household budgets, touching nearly every aspect of daily living. Coffee from Brazil, toys from Vietnam, and electronics all face steep new taxes, driving up prices. That means your morning cup of coffee, your child's favorite toy, and even the phone or laptop you rely on for work and school could soon cost noticeably more. These are products that many families buy regularly, and the price hikes can add up quickly. Companies like Hasbro warn of higher toy costs, while copper tariffs could make appliances and cars more expensive. If you're planning to upgrade your refrigerator, replace a washing machine, or even buy a new car, you might find yourself facing sticker shock. these aren't just minor increases. Tariffs can add hundreds, even thousands, to the price tag of big-ticket items. Even your grocery bill is at risk, as food giants predict a 7% rise in costs due to pricier ingredients and packaging. Everyday staples like bread, cereal, and canned goods could all see price increases. For families already watching every dollar, these changes can make a real difference in how far a paycheck stretches. From your morning coffee to holiday shopping, tariffs mean families will pay more for essentials and big-ticket items alike. The added costs don't just affect what you buy, they can also influence how much you buy, and even force tough choices about what to cut back on during the holidays or throughout the year. The ripple effect is clear. Tariffs act as a broad tax on American households. As prices rise across the board, families may find themselves reworking budgets, delaying purchases, or dipping into savings just to keep up with the new normal. Everyday living just got more expensive. For many, the true cost of tariffs isn't just seen on a price tag, it's felt in the choices and sacrifices families make to get by. Wall Street is sounding the alarm. After the tariff news, the Dow, S&P 500, and Nasdaq all dropped, and global markets followed suit. Investors fear a wider trade war, recalling past tariff announcements that triggered sharp market declines. The Canadian dollar weakened, gold prices rose, and big investment firms are now holding back, bracing for more volatility. Economists warn that higher tariffs could fuel inflation, raising borrowing costs and threatening economic stability. The consensus: this new wave of tariffs is a major, unpredictable risk for both the US and global economies. The markets are watching, and so should you. The tariff debate is fierce. Supporters say tariffs protect American jobs and industries, while critics argue they act as a hidden tax on families and invite costly retaliation. Most economists agree. The burden falls on American consumers, raising prices, and risking a global trade war. No matter your view, these changes are happening now and will affect your wallet. Understanding tariffs and tracking which goods are impacted is essential for managing your budget. Stay informed. Knowledge is your best defense in these uncertain times. The choices you make now can help you weather the economic storm ahead.